All right. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We are going to be able to have a kind of a calmer situation today because we've got Connor's ADHD fixed.
I hate it here.
So we are actually live on YouTube and Facebook at the moment. This is our first time, so we had some trouble getting ready. But Connor, you think you can not play with anything tonight?
There's nothing on the table. You took my thumbtacks away.
Well, it happens. We have them off screen, or off camera.
Not like I can reach them.
So we we actually we're using a new software to stream both to YouTube and Facebook. So there's going to be some tweaks made over the next few lives that we do. So Connor, you just got off work at Joby's today. Actually, let's introduce everybody. So if there are any new people out there, I am Joe with Cowboy Cartel, and this is Connor.
And I have ADHD, and apparently I have problems.
And Connor, where do you work, man?
I work at Joby's Hats in Fort Worth, Texas.
But also American Hat Company?
Yes, sir.
And Cowboy Cartel, but we're not paying him yet.
I'm tied down, but not paid. Cool.
Well, I got to keep you around somehow, right? So how was the store this weekend? Did you...
The store was good. It was pretty busy. I mean, I'd say about average for a normal weekend.
So you guys, last week we had the eclipse, and the world is still here.
We all didn't end. Technology didn't come crashing down like Y2K.
But Joby announced that he was doing a huge sale for the eclipse, and how did that turn out? You guys sell a bunch of hats?
It was stupid.
A lot of people in store?
Not as much in store, but when he made that announcement that it would be by phone as well, the store phone never stopped ringing. We could not do any of our online phone orders because we couldn't send messages, we couldn't receive messages, couldn't send pictures of shapes, couldn't do anything phone related because it never stopped ringing. So if you ordered by phone, we're sorry if it's late.
So are you guys still shaping those hats, or are they? There's okay, all right. So that was a bunch of hats then. Okay, yeah. So we talked about the sale last Sunday on the live. Is that right? Did we announce it then?
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, it was in store only. Joby, I think he tagged me in the post on Instagram, and I reposted it. And at that time, it was phone
in-store
orders
only.
too.
And then he bumped it up to phone orders as well.
So
which is probably a good thing.
No, I'm sure. I mean, everybody. Not everybody's in Fort Worth, or within an hour to come get a hat shape. So that was a great thing. It really turned out well. And if we take that off, are you going to be good? I mean, go ahead and take it off. We can always put it back if we need to.
You want to help me? You're the one that did it.
Relax. It's not coming off. Okay. Can you get out of it? You'll be fine. He'll be okay. He's fine. He's young. Ow.
I don't think it's PETA. I think it's Child Protective Services. Except
it might be Child Protective Services.
I'm not a child anymore, so I guess that doesn't apply.
So
I hate it here.
So yeah, it was a great sale. Thanks to Joby for kind of giving us the heads up on that and allowing us to tell you guys kind of first. And so we got some comments that people couldn't get anybody to answer the phone. Well, I mean, that's because
it never. Sorry, it's not like we were ignoring your call. I swear.
Well, you don't have 16 phones and people answer it. Got one phone, yeah. So it's kind of one of those things. But you guys do take orders via text message. So you can text that phone number and you can talk to somebody also, and or you can get your your order in there. So next time, just know that you guys can order
For future reference.
and WhatsApp too. He takes orders of WhatsApp on that line.
I
Let me
assume
find
so.
out. I'll find out and let you guys know. But I
I'm
think
not
it's
sure.
WhatsApp.
Don't
as
hold
well.
me to that.
Yeah. So you always give me crap about my black hat. What am I wearing today, Connor?
Colorblind.
You
Not
know
sure.
what I'm wearing. It's the black hat. I'm wearing my black 40X.
Could be black. Could be black cherry. Could be chocolate. Could
No,
be,
I don't have a black cherry.
Could be evergreen for all I know. I'm colorblind.
That's true. But I'm wearing my black 40X today, and this is actually my patriotic hat. So we've got. Let me see if I can. So we've got the Montana Silversmith feather on that one. I've got my red, white, and blue Cowboy Cartel patch, and Joby shaped this hat for me. And this one actually didn't come from American, so it got Joby and my logo. But maybe we'll be replacing this with another American black hat soon. So we'll find out. Let you know.
Fuzzy on that? Did we look fuzzy on that? Because we look fuzzy here.
Do we look fuzzy? I don't know. How do we look, guys? We look fuzzy? Oh, no.
Yeah.
That is a problem with internet, I think, because we look good there, and this might be a problem with the software we're using. It might not have the output set up correctly. We're not live on YouTube anymore. Okay, so this is a test. I don't know why we're not live on YouTube. Maybe there's. Oh, you know what? I don't know what's going on here.
I got kind of scared for a second when I looked at that thumbnail.
So we're not live on YouTube. Obviously, we've got some more testing to do with this software. It's not working the way we wanted it to. And this is all new. So, as long as we're live on Facebook, that's where we want to be live. We were just adding YouTube as a secondary stream. And, we're currently using a software to restream everything, and that could be causing our problem with the quality. So if the quality's bad, I'm sorry. You might have to wait for the recorded version to come out. I do apologize for any quality issues because I really hate it when we have quality issues.
Having issues getting to comments.
Yeah?
I'm not sure if people just aren't commenting or what. So bear
I
with
mean, it could be a situation related to our,
It could just be operator error on my part.
well, Oh, I see Nick's comments, so.
I'm not seeing any
Nick is here.
comments on mine, so I could just be stupid.
Do you have it open? What do you got YouTube open? Or
No,
is that YouTube or Facebook?
Facebook.
Okay. So, nope, I could be wrong because it's still. Do you see us live on Facebook?
Yeah, it shows live.
So if you see what I see, I don't even see us on Facebook. Oh, there we are. Which is
Like I say, I'm just not
extremely
seeing
weird.
any-
And look, you're not even tied up anymore. That's weird. Okay. I don't know what's going on, guys. Sorry. Nick, hey, good to see you. The quality does look like crap. But we'll get it figured out. I will contact the...
there we go. Don't mind me. I'm just figuring technology out.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so hopefully you guys got all of that first part of the stream. I don't know. We'll find out later. Anyway, thanks for joining us again. We want to thank American Hat Company and Joby, two of the biggest supporters of the channel, and we really appreciate them. We talked to Joby last week about coming on the live maybe this week. he's got a lot of stuff going on. We're looking at maybe 2 weeks from now. So Joby will be on, and hopefully in that time we can get all the.
So in 2 weeks, you get a break from me.
Oh no, I'm going to make you come here too. You're going to sit there.
I'll probably be tied up in the corner.
If you missed Connor being tied up when we started, I mean it was pretty good. But he promised to behave, so we're letting him out. Yeah, so Joby, we could be doing a live with Joby in a couple weeks. Keith Mundy, Stan Redding, and Cody Bates from American Hat Company have all agreed to do the podcast. Maybe we can get one or all of them to do a live too. So that's something coming up. So start thinking of questions you might want to ask. Okay, so I want to show you guys this real quick. This is our, let me see if I can see it. This is our new t-shirt. We designed this. I think it's really cool. So you get the rodeo back number on the back, and then you have the Cowboy Cartel logo on the front. I really dig it. We've sold quite a few of these, and what we're going to do is we're going to give one of these away. We haven't figured out what all we're giving away yet, but we'll figure that out between now and the next live, and we'll have that set up for you by the time we do the next live, and we'll tell you exactly how that's going to happen. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, because I put a lot of stuff on Instagram, and I always announce either to Facebook and Instagram at the same time any of our giveaways. So I don't know, did we talk about the giveaways that are coming this summer?
Not that I'm aware of. Might be something to brush up on.
Yeah, so when we talk to American, they're going to be supplying some giveaway hats this summer. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be giving away some American hats. We're going to give away some of my merch. I'm sure we've got another project in the works that we're going to be doing some giveaways. So all of those giveaways are probably going to happen on my Facebook. So make sure you're following me on Facebook for that.
What did you do to the video that make us so fuzzy?
It's not me. It's the restream. Because obviously it's not working on YouTube, right?
I love bringing up technology issues because he kind of has a meltdown.
Well, no. So I don't have a meltdown with technology. I'm basically, that's what I did for 20 years. So I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem when technology doesn't work correctly. So we're paying money. I'll get to that in just a second. We're paying money for this software to restream to YouTube and Facebook. And if it's not working correctly, and we're hardwired. So it's a hardwired connection. We should be fast enough to do, and we're only in 1080. So we don't need all of that quality.
Well, you hear that, y'all? He doesn't need quality for y'all.
No, we don't need 4K, so we don't need
the
we don't need
message said that he was going to push me to my limits. I think it's the other way around.
No, it's not over yet. But yeah, so I wanted to check YouTube real quick and see if we were actually live. Did you look? Are we live? It still says upcoming stream. So either I didn't do something right, and this could be because I've really never gone live on YouTube. So I'll get that straightened out, and I'll figure it out. So I do apologize for that to anybody looking on.
Are we using Prism for the live stream?
No, we're using Riverside. Restream and Riverside are two of the best. I have a Riverside account because that's what we used for our old podcasts, and when we were still doing them remotely. And so we just upgraded that so that we could do live stream, and I will talk to them tomorrow to find out why our quality is bad, and we'll get it all lined out. Like I said, this is all new for me, for us, right?
I'm just here. I
It's
don't
like
know
a
what I'm
parrot
doing.
on my shoulder here. It just. All right, what else do we have? What do you have, Connor? Do you have any ideas? Look at like a deer in the headlights. Look at those eyes.
It's just hot air up here. There ain't a whole lot of.
Oh, Nick, I'm sorry.
Yeah, way to go. Way to
well,
ignore
you know
your
what?
viewers. Way to
So
just.
what was the question from Nick?
He said,
We should have an AHC group meet in Fort Worth sometime for those local to us.
I'm always down for that. You know, we talked to Kevin Yoon.
I will not be bringing a steamer.
That's all right. We got a steamer. We got another one coming.
It'll
So
be a meetup for all of y'all. It'll be work for me.
cool. Well, they have to buy T-shirts. That's the deal.
That helps you, not me.
I mean, if you're there, I mean, we just sharing it. We'll figure that out. So I'm sorry, what was Nick's question again? Oh, the meetup. Yes. Well, that's what you do, man. You were like the squirrel wrangler. You just let them out everywhere. No, but Kevin Yoon, we talked to Kevin about that. He's that's kind of his deal. He knows how to kind of schedule all these big meetups, and he does it all the time. So hit Kevin up on in the group. Just create a post, tag Kevin in it, and ask him when we're doing a meetup.
Everybody go tag him and flood him
Yes,
with messages.
yes.
I'm sure he'll love
do that right now. Tell him to set it up, and just tell me when and where to be, and we'll get it taken care of. But yeah, I agree. I would love to do a meetup with everybody.
It
you
is
know
his
what?
black
I
hat. He
was
does
in-
not own a black cherry.
What?
I'm responding to comments.
I had a black cherry. So I personally bought a black cherry before I got my chocolate, and the only thing I could find, because I wanted a chocolate really bad before, this was a couple years ago, and so I bought a 7X, which is all they had at Cavender's, 7X black cherry, and it was shaped almost identical to this black hat, which I also bought a long time ago before you could actually get an American hat.
In all fairness, your
easily.
shape doesn't change. It's the
It just
same.
made my eye twitch.
It's the
Hey.
same shape on all of your hats. The shape on that one's a little messed up too, if I remember correctly.
I don't know. Did you shape this one?
Nope.
Well,
I
Joby
haven't touched
shaped
that
it.
one.
Joby shaped it.
It's also sat on a shelf for 17 years because you refused to wear a black hat.
I'm wearing it now. I wore it. We went to the grocery or the gas station, shopping Rob. I wore it then.
He wanted a trophy for wearing a black hat.
Just saying. There you go again. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the black cherry. So I had a black cherry, and I didn't like the hat. It didn't look great. It was another one that was cut down from 4.5. This is my problem. I like the factory edge on a hat, and when you cut them down, it just doesn't. Unless, can you get it to look like a factory edge?
I do the same thing they do at the factory.
All right. Well, fix this hat.
Wait a minute.
because
Hold
this
on.
is-
Hold on. No.
What am I looking at here?
Look at the edge on that one.
Yeah, did you cut it down?
I don't know. You tell me.
All right. Make me put my glasses on again, man. I've got this whole thing set up, so I'm not even supposed to be able to put I'm not even have to put my glasses on. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, I mean it's very smooth, but it's blocky. The factory edge is tapered, top and
So
bottom.
what's that? Top and bottom, that's tapered as well.
Don't make me go break out a 500.
I'm sorry, because I hand do it and I don't use a machine.
I like the machine edge on mine. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Papaw.
Yeah,
Some things aren't always what they used to be.
there he goes again, man. Every Sunday.
You did this.
So we talked about the new merch. the 1011. So this week I will be in Houston at the hat store on Thursday. Blaine will be shaping my 1011. We're going to be doing a video at the hat store. So we're going to be talking to the owner, Tony Lyall, about the anniversary edition Texas Rangers hat.
Ooh.
And so we're going to, do a whole video. If you guys are in the Houston area, stop in and see us. And just, we're going to be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll probably be there from 2 to 4.
Shut up, Nick.
What'd Nick do? See, I got like 10 windows open here, and I have to go figure out where Nick's at.
He's giving me a hard time right now.
What's he doing?
You'll figure it out.
Yes, he did. It is straw season, and
Don't tempt me. I'll take the hat. I'll throw it against the wall and go get my straw right now.
yeah.
I have them both in the truck.
Who's that going to hurt?
It's not going to hurt me. I don't care about my hats.
Yes, he did give me a bunch of crap about that, and thank you for
Well,
reminding
let's answer
me.
another question. Just gloss over that one. What's your take on the gray felt?
The gray felt?
That was the comment.
Adriana Avila.
Smooth transition,
Adriana. Is it Adrian? Sorry.
It just says Adrian.
Adrian. So my wife says it to me in Spanish, and I have no idea what's going on. Sorry if I butchered your name. I love the gray felt. So the American Steel 500. I did a video with
Quality snob.
Joby. Yeah, I am. I love the higher X Factor hats. I've told you this. There's no way I'm going to get the value of the hat is going to be lost on me. There's no way I'm going to get that much use out of it because of the way I wear my hats. But they look good for when I'm meeting people. You can show somebody a hat, say, here, this is an American 500X. This is what the hat
Well,
is.
like we've talked about, in
Yeah.
your line of work, meeting people, interacting with individuals, and trying to put your best foot forward and show what the company has to offer,
Yep.
it makes sense.
That's why all my hats are clean. There's a
Quality snob.
there's the idea that a cleaner hat will become stiffer over time, and if you get dirt in it, I think we talked about this.
We did.
It will
Or at least you did.
not age as well. A dirtier hat will not age as well as a clean hat. Let's see. I had a question about something earlier. I'll have to look for it. Seems like it was similar to that. But yes, I do. I love the gray felt. I think it's the new black. I think it's better than black. It goes with everything, and it's not black. Because you know why? You know why I don't like black hats? There's two main reasons why I don't like black hats. One is they are so dark you lose the definition of the shape. So you
Okay.
don't
That's fair.
get the definition, and it doesn't translate into what it really is. You get
I can go with that. Okay.
Okay, so there's that, and then everybody in the entire world gets a black hat. It's like a red Ferrari. Everybody gets a Ferrari. When they get a Ferrari, they buy a red Ferrari. Everybody buys a hat, they buy a black hat. So I just think it's too common. It does look good. George Strait wears a great. He wears that black hat and it looks great.
I know you did not just compare yourself to George.
Of course.
Eric says, #quality snob.
Please
That's
start that.
that's
Please.
my new hashtag.
Hashtag quality snob. Please let that become a thing. For me. Forget him. This is for me. This is my entertainment. Please make this a thing. That would bring me the utmost joy.
So a bone or natural?
Natural.
Did we say what I'm getting my next hat that I already ordered? Did we say what it was?
Just let them guess. Don't even just gloss over it. Don't
Okay,
even.
so,
Let's see if they guess in the comments and get it right. And if they do, then we'll talk about it.
All right.
That's called engagement with the audience.
So Bone and Natural, really good hats. I did not like the Bone at first. I just didn't think it was a great color, but it's grown on me. Keith Mundy wears a Bone. The thing looks fantastic. And side note, you guys tell me how this is an interesting point. Keith Mundy and I were talking, and I asked him about his hat. And because I am a quality snob, I asked him what X Factor it was.
Hashtag quality snob.
So it's like asking somebody how many acres they have, right? But he wears 1000X Bone. And why don't you tell me how that's an interesting fact? But we'll wait for the comments on that one. Huh? Start a poll. I would start a poll, but it's very difficult to navigate all of the software at the moment. Start a poll. What?
Papaw over here is not having a good technology day.
I need more monitors. So in the office where I do a lot of editing, I have 2 monitors, and I can manage more than one thing at once. Now I have tabs and about 15 different pieces of software open. We've got OBS for our video. We've got Riverside. We've got YouTube, which is completely screwed, and then we've got Facebook, which I can't even find. There it is. Let's see if we can start a poll. What do you want the poll to be? Connor. Didn't you say we start a poll, or was that her? What do you want the poll to be?
What, should it go with bone or natural?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you guys think his newest hat is going to be? Because neither one of us can remember if we've talked about it.
You talk, dance monkey. I'm typing.
Yeah, somebody says 2 49-inch monitors should suit you. That would sure help me. I'm blind. I'll absolutely take that. Although, if we put them here and here, it would be even more beneficial, because then you just couldn't see me in my stupidity. You could just hear me, which might be better for some people. So some people are saying natural.
So I created the poll.
Thank you, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to talk to a camera that
Keep talking, because I don't know how to activate the poll.
Tell us about your glass.
Hi,
Oh,
my
yeah.
name's Connor, and I like hats. About the glass?
Where'd you get it?
Out of his cabinet. The official Cowboy Cartel glass.
On the website. It is on the website.
Oh, it's on the website.
This is
It's out of his cabinets where I got it, but you can get yours on the website.
Thanks for plugging that for me.
I'm waiting on you to say the website name because I don't know it.
So do you see a poll? Did it pop up?
I don't know. I ain't seeing nothing, but that don't mean anything. It popped up more on my phone than it does on this. This is old. Like you.
All right, we're going to get to the rest. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So the giveaway is the biggest thing.
Sounds like my
And
2-year-old attention span. Trust me, you have no idea.
publish a poll. I mean, if the poll's not up, let me know, and I'll do it again. Because this is really jacked up. Everything that Meta does for business is really just it's horrible. So,
I asked him, should I bring the ADHD or should I just leave it at home?
and when you brought it, we tied it up. So, hopefully that's good.
You also untied it.
That's true. All right. So yes, did we even get through the hat store? I mean, because I get sidetracked here. The hat store, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. ish on Thursday in Houston. So stop in and see me. We'll have American Positive Times patches as always, but I'm sure they have some. We might even have some of the American bracelets.
I'm just waiting my turn because somebody asked me a question. I'm
So,
trying not to interrupt.
bracelets. We'll have some American swag there that you can't get a lot of places. We're not going to have a ton, but we're going to have some. So, yes, Connor.
Matt Blair. You sure I got that right? Asked what's my favorite shape to shape on a straw. As worn out and overdone as it is, probably just a traditional cattleman or a brick. Not like what I'm wearing, but a brick. True square shape. Because for me, I can make them look perfect. I can get them with no ridges, no rough edges, nothing like that. So to me, those are just fun because they're so easy to me at this point that when I can do one, usually anyone that does any shaping or is watching just kind of looks. And I know that sounds really cocky, and I do not intend for that, but it's one of those moments where I can actually kind of show off a little bit of my skill without having to do anything crazy.
So I actually saw a comment, or either that, or I got a message today about a brick over a TMC, and it's
Similar, but two different shapes.
right. Well, it kind of looks. Did you? I was going to ask if you saw the one that Nick.
Yeah, I saw the one Nick got.
Because you shaped it.
I
know.
saw it in person.
So that hat actually looked fantastic. I loved the crown. I think the color of the bone kind of mixed with that crown. It just had a lot of dimension to it. It really looked good. I think you did a good job on it. And I think, Nick, you picked a great hat, except for that 5-inch brim. Man, that thing is huge. I mean, not that it's bad. It's just bad for me.
Man, way to hate on your supporters.
Hey, Nick, I got to see how this 5-inch looks. What kind of crown shape did you do on that? Or brim shape did you do on that? Same thing?
Pretty much.
Okay.
The TMC is kind of similar-ish to this whole shape here.
Okay.
Ty wears a kind of a wider brim like this. He doesn't wear it really relaxed, but he doesn't wear it high and tight either.
Cool. So what else we got going on here? I'm just kind of looking through.
Mark Harnish said, "What hat am I wearing? The shape and style brim is it? What's it called?" He loves the wide look. So what I'm wearing is a 20X chocolate American. Originally was a 5-inch brim. I cut it down to 4.5. I like a 4.5 myself. The crown it's halfway between a brick and a cattleman. It's not quite the TMC because the TMC would be narrower through here. It'd be a little bit narrower. And then the dimples would be a little bit bigger and more cattleman-esque. So it's a little wider. That's why I say it's not a TMC. It's more of just a kind of a cross between a cattleman and a brick because a brick is square, whereas this is round. It's basically a Kojo crease, a Cody Johnson crease. It's basically what his hat looks like. The brim is just a 9-inch wide. I wouldn't even really call it a JB or a Minnick or anything. It's just 9-inch wide. I wouldn't say high and tight either because it's a little relaxed, but it's not flat, but it's not high and tight either. It's got a little bit of a curl in the back. It's just, I don't know. It was the first shape I put in this hat, and I've just kind of rolled with it ever since. It's grown on me.
So
Hope that answers your question.
So real quick, I want to talk about a post that was posted on the American Hat Company enthusiast group. There was a guy that tried to respond to it, but he did not internet very well.
That I felt like I was having an aneurysm trying to read that. No
Yeah,
offense,
it was-
all due respect.
Some people look. We have moderators there who are willing to help if you don't kind of know how to use a Facebook group. We can help the best we can, but that was a little difficult.
A little chaotic.
And I'm not even. I don't even know if the information got across. Did I see something where he was like putting more felt on it? I don't even know what happened there. But what I would do to that hat, that the cat attacked.
I'd kill the cat first.
Connor, can't say that, man.
Oops,
But
too late.
but I would sand the hat. I would probably knock the crown out, sand it, and redo the whole thing.
The way, from what I'm looking at right here on that picture, those gouges, I mean, I wouldn't really call them a gouge,
Now, I think,
but there's not much fur left on top of that as like a final coat.
I don't think
So sanding it,
I don't think it is that bad. I think maybe, but you know what? The
Well, the stuff down towards the bottom-
this part right here,
the
might
stuff
be
down
rough.
towards the
Yeah.
bottom, but that big one right there, that big gouge, just
So
leave that one alone. But
if
the
it-
rest of it you could sand.
if it goes all the way through, I would probably sew it up because the hat's trashed anyway. You might as well put a couple of stitches in there and get that cool look to it.
Well, I mean, depending on what the kind of person you are, you might could use that as kind of a cool story conversation piece.
Yeah.
But I'd be very careful about how you approach that. Most normal people aren't going to go through the effort
It's-
that was mentioned in that
Right.
comment about remaking it.
So it's a 7X. It's
So unfortunately,
potentially
it's not-
ruined. I would sand it. I would knock it out. I would sand it, and I would probably, if there are holes all the way through, I would sew those up and reshape it and go from there. It is not going to be your dress hat anymore.
The unfortunate thing about it too is that seems to be on the front of the hat. That's if it was the back of the hat, I'd say just
Yeah.
leave it, scuff it a little bit, and just roll with it. But unfortunately, right there on the front. Say you got into a fight with a trailer hitch or something,
Maybe feed your cat. Get him a scratching post.
kill it. Get rid
Okay.
of that cat. That's no.
We have
Get me started, Carl.
we have a question.
Brian Kelly asks, saw the post of the hat racks yesterday.
Yes.
Two styles, crown up and crown down.
Yep.
What's better for the hat, if there is any?
Okay, so we actually we talked about this on my Instagram because somebody else had the same question.
I want to hear your thoughts on this.
To me, it puts less stress on the brim of the hat to have it crown up. You are being supported by the actual hat band and the oval of the hat. It actually goes inside of the crown, so you have less potential for warping your hat. When you have it crowned down, you are only hanging on that brim. And that could do all kinds of things, especially the longer you leave it in there. So for me, it's crown up. I love my hat carriers, hat cases, because they are also crown up. And, it's kind of... What are your thoughts on it?
So, in my experience, none of my hats have boxes. I don't care enough.
Boxes are... you saw how many boxes we had here last summer, and then we got rid of those.
Because I know how many I had to throw away for you.
And we had some more. We just threw away some more a couple weeks ago.
But leaving my hats crowned down, I've never had the experience of the brim messing up. The shapes have never warped in any of my hats from leaving them crowned down. My felts. My straws either, for that matter. But the felts, I don't like storing them crowned down for the simple reason being, when they get stored crowned down over a long period of time, the parts that are touching, which would be here and here, it's going to flatten out that fur and it's going to start to look really shiny.
Crown down, like just laying them on a table? Or
If
are you
it's sitting
talking
on a
about
table,
in
a
rack?
shelf, or something like that. Now, if you have racks, I can't, be part of that argument because I don't own any racks.
So-
My hat hangs on the corner of my TV with the front of the brim pointed up, and it just hangs on the edge of the TV just like that.
So flip that over. And what we're talking about is
You're talking about when you're putting the stress here, basically holding it just like I am right here.
right here. So it's on the brim. It's kind of arms that stick out.
I mean-
and it holds it by the brim. And to me, look, they sell these all day long. So, there's a market for them.
No
But
comment.
personally,
No comment about the sweatband.
it's actually one of your better sweatbands. Must not get worn very often.
Gets worn more than that black hat of yours.
But personally, for me, I want crown up. I can see it. I can look at the hats, and they take great photos.
They work better for display.
Yeah, they take great photos. It works for me, and that's how we do it in store, to display a hat, and I kind of like that system. I don't want anything touching my brim because I know what happens when you have a brim leaning up against something. If you have it on a hook and it's tilted up against the wall, that's going to curve and mess up your brim.
That's why my hat hangs on the edge of the TV with the brim up. That way it doesn't affect the shape.
So I just don't want anything touching the brim or touching the brim as little as possible.
Well, probably most individuals probably don't have as many hats as you do that it has become a problem.
This is true.
Are you talking about the comment that was just made by Adrian?
Yeah.
He says that he lives in South Texas, right on the border, and he doesn't have any American hat dealers down there. He thinks Cavender's is the only place that might be able to order one. I mean, obvious, the plug right up here would be call up to the store of Joby's. Call up to the store, go online. Depending on what you're looking for, these guys can hook you up.
Yeah, and
shameless plug, but I work for them. So
Joby's a sponsor of the channel of Cowboy Cartel, so it's not even shameless.
It's not shameless to me. I don't care.
It's not shameless. It's not shameful.
That man signs my paycheck. I'll make him as happy as can be.
He is the reason we are here. Him and American are the reason we are here talking to you about this right now. So you got to support him, and American. So that's just kind of how we feel about it. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to support him, but at least acknowledge that he's the reason we're here. Not you. I'm talking to them.
I know. I'm just making sure you know where my priorities are.
So back to the hat store. I already know what shape I'm going to do. I know what shape I'm going to ask them to do.
Are we going to discuss this here, or is this going to be a surprise?
It's probably a surprise. We're going to do a live stream, though. So, I say that, but clearly we're having problems with the live stream.
I will not be there for that live because I have a job.
So the idea is...
so it'll be peaceful.
While I am... And my wife doesn't know this yet. But while I am doing the video and interview, I'm going to have her on the phone doing a live, so maybe you guys can get to see some of that. That's if we can get this crappy software.
If Papaw can figure out technology.
It's good. I don't know what happened with it. Maybe it stopped trying to send it to YouTube, too. I don't know.
It might be...
I'm still calling them tomorrow because this is crap.
It might be just easier to do as a Facebook only live and just do the phone instead of trying to mess with any sort of technology. Just have it simple Facebook only.
I get that. There was a problem with that though too, and it has to do with my account's type.
You're just full of problems, aren't you?
Well, I'm. It's a business account, and so that creates way more problems. But kind of just be expecting that we might be doing a live on Thursday at 2 to 3 p.m., depending on how that goes.
I'll be at lunch Thursday, 2 to 3 p.m. probably.
All right. Comment. I would love to see. Well, at least I won't see it. She'll see it.
You can barely handle me sitting next to you. You want me running your comments?
It'll be fine. She's going to be doing the comments, and she's going to have to deal with it, not me.
If I comment, please tell me you're going to read them out loud to him.
I'll be on camera. It'll be quiet. She's going to have to
throwing curveballs at him.
There's probably going to be no. I spelled Kansas wrong. Look at that. So we were in Kansas last week, and we were in where were we at? Ladana, where were we in Kansas?
Lawrence.
And then where? Topeka. Thank you. My God. We were in Topeka, Kansas, and we asked you guys for some recommendations. We went to our Bar B Western store in Topeka.
Oh, Joby's here.
Hey, Joby. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi, man.
Somebody said put me in charge of comments.
Who, Connor? Put Connor in charge? All right. So our Bar B, it's a really cool store. It's been there, I think, was it say 20 years? We took some video. We're gonna publish that soon. It's nothing big. It's just a store walkthrough to let you guys see what it was and what they had. They've got some pre-shaped felts. Everything they have is pre-shaped. The prices were really good, and they do online orders. So, R-Bar B Western Store. They had one style of straw. They had the 1011. It's also pre-shaped. Everything was RC Rancher. And so also Outpost Western Stores. You know either one of these stores? Mm-hmm. Outpost or R-Bar B?
R-Bar BB's...
It's hard to say, I know. It's hard to say.
R-Bar B sounds familiar.
Okay.
I feel like I've seen that name before. Outpost, I know who that is, absolutely.
Okay. So we did not have time to go to Outpost, but they reached out to me, let me know they were there. I didn't know they were there. It's on the list, the next trip to Kansas, which is going to be in a month or two, maybe. We're going to hit up Outpost. I know he said they had a lot of straw. They don't have a lot of felts in stock right now, but they've got a lot of straw. So look, guys, if you're still here watching and everything looks good, please like the stream. It's gonna help us out. Yeah, you like it too.
I'm looking for the button.
Thumbs up, isn't that right?
You know that button?
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I see the thumbs up. Like the stream. It's gonna help us out. It's gonna help us get the word out on the stream, and it's gonna help. It's gonna help us continue to do more of these. Do it. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate the support. Like us and follow us on all social media. You know, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You know, it costs nothing. We don't get any money for it, but it definitely helps us get out there, and it helps that algorithm kind of find us what happened.
Just reading the comments says, you know, Joby says, "What's up, guys?" You know, he says, "Sorry, I couldn't be there today," and Nick immediately responded to it. Says, "Got to take a break. I know Connor can be a lot." You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. Hey, Joby, we already told them we're looking for you to show up here in maybe 2 weeks.
There's a comment in Spanish, ma'am.
En español, porfa.
Please.
It says, "Hey Joby, how can you stand Connor if Joe barely can?"
He doesn't usually spend a lot of time in close proximity to me.
Who, Joby? Yeah. And I only have
And
to
if
see
he
him once
does,
a week.
I usually leave him alone because, you know, boss, owner, he's usually taking care of his customers, so I try to focus on mine. Yeah. I usually give him his space.
Actually, we love Connor. I think we work really well together on videos and on stream. It's, you know, he's here for anything. He's always up for anything. He helps me out
I'm
tremendously.
cool with whatever. I'm just here. That's...
really appreciate it. He's got a lot of knowledge, and he's a really cool guy to hang out with. I give him a lot of crap, but he gives me a lot of crap, and it's just
only fair.
It's all in fun.
I take as much as I give.
It's all in fun.
Another comment from Philip Ford said, "What shape is my hat?" No, we already went over it, so I'll go over it real quick. Basically, it's a Kojo crease, Cody Johnson crease. Round brick / cattleman, halfway in between, and then about a 9-inch wide brim, kind of curled in the back a little bit. 4.5-inch brim.
Hey, so next on my notes here is the Mark Christopher collection, the hat storage. We talked about this just a little bit ago about the photo I posted. And so I'm going to be doing a video on that. The office is all set up to kind of do a video on that. It's going to have to wait until I get back from the Houston trip. So we'll probably start shooting the video next week. I was trying to do it today. It didn't happen. We had so much going on. But we've got a lot of Mark Christopher collection products. They're really, really cool, the design. If you're not following them and not checking them out, go over there and follow their Facebook. They don't have a huge social media presence. Like their Instagram has almost nothing on it. They're all word of mouth kind of stuff. You know, their advertising is not, you know, it's not out there. Everything I've seen about them, I have had to look up. Well, they do have a YouTube channel, and I think they've got a video from a long time ago just to show you how to use some of their products. They're really good. They're made right here in the United States. They're made in Missouri, I believe. So, these guys are stamping out these, American-made steel products, and they got a lot of cool designs. So just go check them out. Very sturdy. We love them. And the guys are really, really cool, too. Mark and Christopher, they're brothers. Christopher, I talked to him, and their customer service is fantastic. So can't recommend those hat racks enough. They're great. So we've got some videos coming up. Like we said, we're doing the video on the hat storage, which is going to cover the hat racks and longer term storage, car type carrying in your car versus you wear yours, right?
Just throw it on the dash. It's fine. No, do not do
But
that.
you wear yours, right? You've got your
Yeah.
headrest turned around.
Yeah, and obviously in a bigger vehicle, I drive a 3/4 ton truck. My headrest is spun around backwards. I know that's not safe. I know it's not safe. You don't have to hound me about that. I already get that enough.
Yeah.
But I turn my headrest around, and that I just wear my hat. For me, I'd rather wear it. I feel naked without wearing some sort of hat. It's either that or I wear my Juan Deere cap.
The new Juan Deere cap. If you missed last week's live stream, go check it out. If you don't want to watch the whole 2 hours because we went really long that night, just scroll to the very end. He's wearing this Juan Deere cap that makes him look completely brainless because
I can't wear it on the stream, unfortunately, because somebody has to have the fancy backdrop and everything.
yeah, I mean,
I think it looks good, especially this part right over here, for sure.
Invisible hat.
anyway.
Ooh, we have an interesting question.
Okay, what's the questions?
Best hat, best felts or straw brands, excluding American.
Oh, and Joby said he also just got more of the Juan Deere caps too, just because we apparently removed quite a few of them.
Nice. So Juan Deere hats available at Joby's. Joby, I still need mine. I was hoping Connor was going to bring me one today. Just kidding.
ADD. Best felt / straws
Best.
besides American. What do you think is the best straw out there right now?
I
besides-
know what it is. I know what it is.
You want to whisper it to me away from the mic?
No, I know what it is. It's a bigger hat. Jeff Bigger makes the absolute best straws other than American. They're, we were going to do a video with Jeff, and that got, that's not going to happen now. So, unfortunately, I still think Jeff makes a great hat, and but we're not going to be doing a video with him. If you're talking about mainstream stuff, there's nothing. There's nothing out there that's made in America that I would recommend. And the only reason is there's nothing of quality that's as good as American in straw. So
The closest I would say straw-wise in the big brands, and that's what? Resistol, Stetson, Rodeo King,
I mean, you got Atwood,
Atwood. And the ones that I deal with, and the big names that I deal with on a daily basis, I would say the closest is probably going to be a Rodeo King straw, and it's still far off.
Yeah, well, it's
I
not,
like the straw. I like the Rodeo King hats. The straws are pretty good. I'm not a fan of the lacquer style that they use. And then the wire they use, a couple of the things they use in their wire around the edge of the brim, there's a couple little things that I'm not a fan of personally. But that'd be, in my opinion, probably second place.
So here's the thing: they're made in Mexico, and like my whole thing is made in America. If you're talking about,
Joey's not wrong. I was about to use the JH brand of straw because
that's where I was
I
going.
love them.
That's where I was going.
love those things.
so JH
if they would fit me
brand-
better, I would wear them. Absolutely.
So JH brand is this. It's a great quality because Joby, he goes
He
down
spent
there.
a lot of time.
He spent a lot of time.
Very
so they look
meticulous.
good. He's got these great designs that he has picked, and he's got the lambskin sweatband. And they're just a great quality hat. You know me. My thing is made in Mexico, or sorry, made in America. These are made in Mexico, and that's just my personal opinion. That's where I'm going. JH hats, though, if you're looking for a Mexican-made product, they're fantastic.
And they're
But everybody else is made in Mexico. So the only thing you have, if you're looking at made in America, is bigger and American Hat Company.
I mean,
even the Stetson Resistol, some of them are made in Mexico.
I'll say this, as far as from a shaping, forget the quality of the hat, the longevity, anything like that. From a hat shaper's standpoint, if it's not an American, my favorite hat to shape is the JH brand because they shape so well. There's some, I don't know exactly how to describe it. They shape better than most brands. Now,
That's cool.
they feel almost as good as American in my opinion.
Really?
Yes, I realize obviously people are going to kind of take a grain of salt with what I have to say because I work for Joby. But at first, when I first heard about them, I kind of thought, this ought to be interesting. And this was before I worked for you, Joby. Please don't take this personally. When I still worked for American, I thought, okay. But, man, I enjoy shaping them. And people seem to love them. I mean, they fly off the shelf.
Hey, look, when I first saw them 2+ years ago, are we coming up on 3 almost?
I think so.
I thought they were great. You know, the lambskin band was soft. They're really. He's got a lot of different and cool designs. He's got some new ones out this year. Yeah, I think they're great hats. If I wore something other than American, I would definitely be wearing, Joby straws. So, yeah, I would love to have one of Joby straws. I think they're cool. So yeah, that's definitely. But my thing.
Tangent.
So for felt, Rodeo King makes a great hat. Stetson, they have pre-shaped. Everything they do is pre-shaped unless you go down to Malfrey's in Austin.
Really?
Yeah, they sell almost only open crowns. So they have they're like the best hat for Stetson.
Really?
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So they do open crown from 7X all the way up to 1000X.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Actually, it might be 100X, 500X.
Either way, that's still kind of cool.
Yeah,
I've never seen a Stetson open crown, so that's kind of cool.
So before I was with American, I had a Stetson 7X, and it was a great hat. I mean, it's expensive. I mean, at the time, a 7X was $425 out the door, and you're talking 3 to 4 years ago. So, yeah.
Matt Blair asks, is it tough to tune out the crown and the straw, American hat?
It's easier than anything else, but I will let Connor.
That's a bit of a loaded question. If the lacquer on the hat is cracked, then at the same time it's going to be pretty easy to do. It's not going to work. It's not going to hold. If the lacquer is in good condition, that's a double-edged sword because the shape will hold, but it's going to be very hard to do. So, in my opinion, yeah, they're pretty easy to kind of fix. But if the hat's been crushed or smashed in any way, I mean, you fold a piece of paper, that fold is in there forever. So, if that hat's been crushed, no matter what you do, you can make the shape look okay, but those lines, those creases are still going to be in there.
Hey, look, Joby has fixed a lot of straw for me. And Connor, you've fixed a couple of straw for me. That 6100, I think you redid the entire crown for me on that one, right?
Yes, I did.
And the brim. So my 6100 was completely redone. My 50/50, Joby completely redid that one as well.
I was just reading Joby's comment.
What he said? What he said?
What he said? Joby, he said, I've definitely spent a lot of time and effort in making a nice and great quality hat. He said he would use an oil-based lacquer like American does. However, Mexico regulations do not allow it. That's actually surprising because I honestly, after shaping as many as I have, the way my hands can glide over it as I'm shaping it, I really thought it was oil-based. Obviously, that's ignorance on my part for not knowing the product I'm selling. Sorry, Joby.
I mean, I asked him the first
I didn't know
time I
that.
saw it because the way it does feel.
But you're
amazing.
nosy.
I am nosy.
I
but
work
this
there.
Is, this
I
is
don't
what I
pay
do.
a whole lot of attention. I just
That's
focus
I
on
do.
what I'm
I need
supposed to do.
I need to be able to tell you guys all that stuff. So, I don't know what's going on. We had some noise back there. Maybe you guys can't hear it, but we had some noise. Okay. All right. What's next? What do we got? Oh, it is barbecue season. Everybody's wearing straw. Hey, this is something we talked about when we were at the Western store in Topeka. They are still, I mean, it was cold there. It was really cold. It was really cold and windy. They are still in felt season.
I mean, weather has a lot to do with it.
They do not, so they didn't know even that Texas was from Easter. We started straw season in Easter. So they were like, I said something about me still wearing a felt, and they said, well, it's still felt season. So
I mean,
they're still in felt season up north. All you guys
that's
trying
an age-old debate.
All you guys up north trying to wear your straw already. Stop it. You're still in felt season. But no, I prefer felt, and especially in here. And unless I mean, it's a little warm in here right now, and we've been cooling it down in here for about 3 or 4 hours.
And it's not even 100-degree July summer heat in Texas yet.
But we have great big lights that, I mean, they get hot. But if we don't get an air conditioning in this space before summer hits, I don't know what we're going to do.
We'll look presentable from here up is what he's saying, but there probably won't be anything else because it'll just be that hot.
If somebody's out there and owns an air conditioning heat and air store, and want to be sponsored
HVAC
by
services, please hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up. We need some air conditioning for the studio, 100%, because it's going to get warm. Oh, Kevin.
Somebody says somebody had to log off for a minute. Has anyone asked what color my hat is? It's a 20X American chocolate.
How do you know it's chocolate?
Because that's what the ticket on the inside says, sir. See, you can still read it. Go ahead, read that for the viewers.
I can't.
Oh, sorry, Papaw. He doesn't have his glasses on.
Scott Black wearing his 4200 today. I'm just looking through comments and post on. This was actually yesterday on the Facebook group.
I'm going to keep talking. He's going to put the rope back on me.
I forgot about this. We have our American-made T-shirts, our end-of-stock sale, 20% off right now. So made in America. The T-shirts are made in America. They're printed in Texas. It's our original T-shirt that we launched last year. End of stock. When these are gone, they're gone. I don't think we're ordering any more. We're kind of switching to this new style, and we've got a bunch of T-shirts out right now. But 20% off those, and we've got, what do we got? We got something off on the glasses too. 26% off on the glasses. Yeah. So the margin was too high. Well, the margin wasn't too high. The price was too high. I didn't like where we needed to be on them, and so we're just we lowered those two a lot. So, yeah. A lot of people wearing Cowboy Cartel patches this week and posting them, so we really appreciate that. And yeah, why aren't you wearing my patch, man? You don't wear patches at all. You don't even have an American patch on that. Look, hey, right there. I left that for you so you could put it on your hat. Actually, I didn't. I don't know why that was there. Okay. Somebody left it. Oh, okay.
I put it right here
Put
for
it on
the
your
video,
iPad?
sir.
Okay.
I mean, I don't technically
That was
have
for your hat.
I don't have a patch on it, but I do have a brand on it.
Yep.
You can't read it,
I can see it.
That don't mean anything to you. It ain't for you.
So unless we have any other questions, that's all I got, and it's all up to Connor now.
What?
Actually, no. I do have some more stuff. Okay.
I mean-
so we got a message. We got a
Okay.
message.
You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Whacking.
So sorry it took me this long to get to it. I didn't realize I had 2 pages of notes here. We got a message about somebody saw the video you and I did together, the podcast from season 2, and the podcast is coming back. We spent a lot of time getting the studio ready, and I'm still.
It's been a long process of getting.
It has.
everything. It's because I'm only able to come help him on the nights I get off at 6, and I don't always get off at 6.
And sometimes we're out of the state.
Y'all are out, and we can
Yeah.
only work for a couple hours before I got to go home because it's still an hour and a half home for me from here.
So we do have some podcasts coming up. We had one. It got killed, but it's going to be summer soon, and I don't want to bring somebody in here and have them sweat to death unless it's you. I don't care about you.
I mean, as long as it's not a video podcast, I'll take off my daggum shirt. I don't care.
It will be a video podcast.
Well, then we'll just have to angle the camera up.
Season 3 of the podcast is coming. I thought we had a great, we're just going to leave that what it is. But so we're gonna be doing some stuff, but we got to air condition this place first, so people don't die in here.
We're talking about the message you got.
Yeah. Thanks. So the whole point of that was somebody saw the podcast you and I did, and they were interested in either having me or you or I shape
Proper grammar. It's you or I, not me or you.
their hats. Yes, but we're in Texas. It's fine. So a couple ways we can do that, right?
The obvious one would be come on into the store.
Yep.
But
What if they're not there? What if they're not available?
If you're not local, coming into the store obviously is not necessarily
Right.
that's
So
much of an
this
option.
particular individual is close enough where they could come into the store, unless
They're
it's
close
a-
enough. I would say I would recommend come in during the week.
Yeah.
Not on the weekend because you will be in line a while. You will be there a
Joby-
while. It's busy.
Joby's open until what 8?
8:30 on average.
8:30 throughout the week. You're not there on Tuesdays.
I'm usually off on Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Best thing you could do would be send him a message,
Hmm.
and he can verify that with
Call
me.
the store.
You can call
Send
the store.
Connor an email, connor@cowboycartelgroup.com. Or you can send an email to info@cowboycartelgroup.com, and we could
maybe-
potentially allow them to ship the hat here, and it's something we could reshape or shape depending on how it looks. If it, we could do it on a live.
Yeah,
or-
we could do
or
a
something.
live shaping for you guys
Yeah.
if that's something that can work out.
Yeah.
If that might be something y'all aren't even interested in, but we might be able to do that to keep y'all occupied.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could also send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You can try and reach out and get a hold of me.
Cowboy Cooley on Instagram.
I think so.
And what are you on Facebook? You're Jason.
It's just Jason Cooley.
Jason Cooley on Facebook.
Yes, before anybody says it, yes, I know. Jason is my first name. Connor's my middle name. I go by my middle name.
And it's CONOR.
Yes, CONOR. Unlike the name tag on my shirt. Sorry, Joby.
Is El Oso here tonight? haven't seen
I
him.
ain't seen El Oso yet.
Oh, man.
Where you at, Junior?
Oh, man. Okay.
No, it's not.
Got any more questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Gabriel Casillas asks, what are your opinions on rodeo bum felt soldat test?
Okay. So this is a new project. Rodeo Bum is a new project the hat store in Houston is doing. It's their private label. I don't know everything about it. I'm sure we will be discussing it when I'm there this week. So I don't have an opinion on it. Do you have an opinion on it?
I've only heard of them about 30 seconds ago.
Okay. So I know they're making all the way up to 1000X. I know what they're using.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I know what they're using. I know who's making them. I know where they're being made. I know all of it. But we're gonna let them tell us about it.
See, that sounds a little bit like a stalker. Not gonna lie.
I just ask questions. I talk to these guys. We have discussed it. I talk to other people in the industry, so I know a little bit about it. And we're just gonna let them tell the story. It'll be out on the next video. So more to come on that. Stalker. Stalker. It's my job, dude.
I thought your job was making sure this was high quality because tonight it doesn't seem like it. The video seems a little crappy.
You're making my eye twitch, Connor.
I can't see it. The video's too fuzzy.
Do we have more questions, please?
Nope.
Okay. That's all I got. You got anything?
Just a comment by
Okay.
Eric.
Eric?
Nichols. He says, Jerry Gazelle was the best podcast yet, along with Joey's and Connor's.
Thank you.
I'm happy to make that list.
We
Thank you very
tried
much.
to step up our game for season 2, and every time we change something, we try to.
Every podcast gets better. Every episode is getting better than the last. That's the
clearly
ideally
not,
goal.
It's clearly not better, but we try.
Podcast, not live.
We strive to be better every time, whether we hit that mark or not. It's clear.
Well, progress is
issues?
progress, no matter how minimal.
Well, we didn't even make it to YouTube
We did
tonight.
what they. I think it. What is it? Regress? Is that the opposite of
Nah,
progress?
it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it figured out.
We took a step back,
you know, you
one
guys-
step forward, 2 steps back.
You guys are here at the ground floor. This is just us trying something new, and it is what it is. So, hey guys, I want to tell you about our moderators and admin for the American Hat Company Facebook group. I want you guys, and for Cowboy Cartel group, because we're running 2 separate kind of groups here. One is a private group, one is an open group. Cowboy Cartel is more about Western industry in general. You know, you guys are free to post whatever you want there. But our moderators work very hard. Some of them overlap. Some have the same moderators. Some are a little different. But I want to thank all of our moderators, and you guys should really thank them too, because
You want to list all of your moderators and call them out name by name?
yeah, Joe Austin, Stephen Bradley. You don't think I can do it?
I'm just. Some people might deserve some recognition. Come on now, give them some recognition. They put in some effort. Give them some recognition for it. No. Don't be searching for no names.
Kevin Yoon, JP. So let's see who else we got. Clay Evans. We got Lionel Ben David, Sarah Miller. I don't need your help. Actually, I do. Keep going.
He has the list in front of him because he's cheating.
I don't have the list. I do not have the list in front of me yet.
Yeah, but you're staring at the screen so I can make people think you have
I'm
a
trying
list.
to get it open. Who else? Who am I missing? Justin McLeod. Isaac. Yes, Isaac.
Lionel.
I mentioned Lionel. Who else we got? Okay. If I missed you, I'm sorry, because I was put on the spot by Connor.
Gotta
With
keep him
one
on his
N.
toes. Got to keep you on your toes. See, you're the one that said you're going to see if you can't send me over the edge and make me have a meltdown.
My wife. I forgot my wife. I did.
Wow. Wow.
All right, Connor, you're done, boy. All right.
Bye? Really?
We're gonna talk
Bye?
about this.
Is that what
Yep.
you just said?
Yep.
You're done? Bye?
Yep.
What are you, Irish?
Yeah.
Now we're venturing into the racism territory.
Nick Pierce. I knew that because I was thinking about him when I mentioned Cowboy Cartel. Nick Pierce and Ian.
Ian.
Yes, Ian.
Who's
Yes,
Ian?
yes, Ian. We look at your name every time, and at least me, and I say Ian. Oh, it's not Ian. It's Ian. Ian and Nick
Ian
are
Penman.
both. I know his last name.
So do I.
Connor.
I barely even pay attention to the group.
Connor. So no,
I've met the
thank you
individual.
guys. Thank everybody. I don't know how I got roped into this crap. I don't know how I let you do this. I should just be like, shut up, Connor. Kaete. Do.
Are we going to be talking in Spanish? Because I've learned some new stuff at the store I can
No, I
use.
can't cuss you out in Spanish either, because we have sponsors.
We're keeping this family friendly,
We're
correct?
trying to. We're trying to. Okay. Any other questions?
I just push the buttons until you cannot be family friendly anymore.
Said you should reach out to Molly's Custom Silver about making some Cowboy Cartel buckles.
Yep, we talked about buckles. They're expensive. We talked about this last week, I think. They're expensive.
We did.
Yeah, they're expensive. Not happening yet. Joby
Send
could
us
make
more
my
money.
buckles. Joby, are you still there?
Yes, Joby can make buckles. You can always go to Joby's. and
We can always go to
order a
Joby.
buckle.
And we've actually got some new patches. Joby's working on some patches for us. And those should be out shortly. So keep an eye out on those.
What's that say?
Ball caps. So we've been looking at ball caps. Fell through at one area. I sent designs, and I had a conversation with people for another manufacturer to do it. I got the samples, and I hated every last one of them. Not doing it. I'm not going to just jump on a ball cap because we can. If I'm going to spend that money to invest in the ball caps, they're going to be right. So I'll have another conversation with them soon. And but yeah, no ball caps yet. I really want a ball cap. I want a Cowboy Cartel ball cap. Personally.
Oh, JP says he's got a buckle coming for you. Gotta wear it though.
What? For me?
Yeah.
All right. I can't wait to hear more about this.
Yes, Joby also does custom tooled leather belts.
Yes, he does.
He absolutely does.
Joby's got you. Joby's got you on everything. What do you need? He's got 1000X hats. He's got 6X hats. He's got. He doesn't have any wool hats, right? Only wool hats he has is the children's wool, right?
I believe so.
I believe so. Me too. I think so. Stetson. He carries Stetson clothing. He's got Ariat now. He's got what else? What else has he got? He's got.
I mean, we have shirts, jeans, boots.
Yep. Got the
Hats.
JH brand boots. He's got Ariat brand boots now too, or no? Just
I'm not
the
sure.
JH brand.
I know for
Just
sure.
Ariat
JH.
clothing, I think. We haven't talked to him in a while. We've been traveling. He was traveling for a while, so we need to go talk to him.
What's
Actually, we need
the
to get him
turnaround
in
on
here.
custom belts? I think the turnaround on custom belts currently is 6 weeks. I think at the moment is what we're at. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, please.
Yep.
Call the store tomorrow and ask them.
Yep.
I'll be there as soon as we open.
Ask for Pancho.
He does not open in the morning.
Okay.
No, wait, yes,
Wait.
he does. He opens.
Yeah.
Me
Ask
and
for
him
Pancho.
open.
We're gonna send everybody to Pancho tomorrow, Joby, and
Ask for Francisco.
Yes, Francisco. And he's gonna hate me. He's gonna text me like, "What the?"
I will
heck?"
be sure to let him know the reason people are calling and
Yes,
asking
yes.
for him is your fault.
Yeah, we're just teasing. Yeah, but he is the store manager, right?
Francisco is, yes, sir. He is the store manager.
So he can help you out if you have any issues.
Issues, questions, comments, concerns?
All right, that's all I got. What else we got? Any other questions before we wrap it up? Okay, guys, thank you so much for stopping in. I know we had some issues with this one. I was hoping it was going to be better, but we will see if we can get better at the next one.
Hopefully this one was a little less chaotic
Except I see-
on my end. Not necessarily for y'all, but
Well, I mean, we didn't have to keep you tied up the entire time.
no, but I bet you wish you'd have used duct tape.
Nah, I can't talk to myself the whole time.
I've heard you talk to yourself plenty of times. That doesn't seem to be an issue.
Really? Okay. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, guys.